Hello, my dear friends. First of all, it's been a while since I did the video because I was not really feeling well. So this time I want to take this opportunity to let you know that how Mr. Justin Trudeau act currently right now, because you know he is protecting a real killer, okay, with Veterans Affairs of Canada funds. Do you think this is right? No, because this man, even if he is a killer, has nothing to do with military service, you know. And Mr. Trudeau is using our funds to protect that guy with the PTSD. If he has a PTSD, this is not because he did the military service. It is because he killed someone and then he realized that because he killed someone, he's going to go to jail. Jesus Christ. Why is he acting? Why Mr. Trudeau is acting like this? He's a fool. That guy does not know what the fuck's going on right now. What the fuck is going on right now is that veteran here, we get fuck all, you know. If we get fuck all, we are all getting fuck all, okay? And that guy who killed someone, he's on PTSD right now, and he's getting funds from Veterans Affairs of Canada, which were not, you know. And you know, I don't think it's the real thing. Okay. What I was explaining you about the IP address, okay? You know that the IP address is everything on you, okay? I had developed an application a while back that was published worldwide, you know, because I am, well, as you know, I am a computer pirate, but I don't do sweet fuck all right now to bother someone, okay? Before I was doing bad things for Anonymous, and right now I am on my own, and I don't do sweet fuck all with that. But the only thing I do, if you want, I can protect you if you want. But you know, I am not going to protect you unless you don't want, okay? Because myself, what I do, I used to protect IP's address against a pirate that wanted to hack a computer. And right now, whenever you get on the with my application, whenever you get on the internet, if I am monitoring you, I get an advice saying that, okay, you're online and I am protecting you, okay, from other pirates. All the pirates are not like me, you know, because some of them are young and they don't know what the hell to do with their life, and they're hacking people, you know, they like hacking people. And you know, myself, my last hack was in Skype, you know. I was monitoring someone and I got a hold of his computer, and I was, you know, I was Skype with no pictures, okay. And the one with no picture are always pirate, you know. If you get a Skype without a picture, well, do not accept him, okay. Do not accept him because you don't know who he is, you know. Since you don't know who he is, don't let him go into your computer, because you know he's gonna do something bad, because a computer is something very personal, you know. You might have pictures on it, you might have songs on it, you might have movies on it, you might have anything on it, but you know, your computer is not someone else's computer, okay. This is private. As myself right now, I am being protected very well, you know. You know, there are ransomware, okay. Ransomware is someone that puts something in your rootkit. Whenever you boot, you get a message that you can't remove. The only way to remove it is if you format your computer. But the thing is, if you format your computer, make sure you don't have any file like .iob or .iot, whatever like that. Make sure you don't have those, because you can be sure you're still gonna be pirated, you know. Anyways, I have all your IP address, and I don't do sweet fuck all with it. It's only on a file, on a .docx file, like a Word, like a Microsoft Word file. But the thing is, I rarely open it because this is not my thing, okay. And myself, James, you know how I am, you know. I like to talk against the federal because they only deserve it, you know. We get, as a veteran, you know, the federal is always talking against us, you know. Like he keep removing money from our funds to give it to the Muslims group. Lately, I've heard that Justin Trudeau gave $50 million to Muslim groups, you know. Does he give millions of dollars to us, veteran? No, he will never do it, because Justin Trudeau is like his dad, Pierre Trudeau. He doesn't like the Canadian Armed Forces. He has something against us. The proof of it is that he put a guy in charge of the national defense with a turban, you know. That guy wearing a turban, I remember, I saw a picture of him, I saw videos of him. He was a lieutenant colonel, he was in the reserve, and you know, I don't understand why Justin Trudeau chose him to put in the Minister of National Defense post, you know. I don't understand it, because there are many CDS who took their pension, and this guy could have been the best minister of Mr. Harjit Sajjan, because Mr. Harjit Sajjan was a lieutenant colonel in the reserve, and beside that, for instance, General Burrell, any general who took their retirement, those guys could have been a best Minister of National Defense, rather than having Mr. Harjit Sajjan, who I hate that guy. I hate that guy because that guy didn't want to understand my case. My case is understandable, you know. Just read the email that I sent to you. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Everything is written here. That's the proof I have here right now. You know, if I go to court, I am damn sure I'm gonna win it, because it is the reality, and you know, it is the right thing. Because if I do the right thing, I will go to court. Same thing as Mr. Lafreniere in Quebec that sued DND for $500,000. Myself, if I go to court, you can be sure that I will sue DND for more than that, you know, because my case, I know it's far behind, but that guy here was 10 years ago, okay, and you cannot say, if the judge of the appeal court of Quebec said, okay, you can continue with your thing there. If you sue the DND, you can continue with it. Okay, that means if the judge said that, it's because the guy has a real story, a real case. But as myself, my case is just about like him, but him has a different story, and I have a different story, you know. And I'm sure that if I go to court, first of all, I must find a good lawyer. I was just wondering if that exists, a lawyer that would take percentage of what I'm getting, you know, like if I don't have to pay a cent for a lawyer. If it is so, it's terrible for you to tell me where I could find a lawyer like this. Even though if it's outside Quebec, I don't give a fuck. If it's in BC, I don't give a fuck. It's in PEI, I don't give a fuck, you know, because I would contact him by Skype or any other video to tell him the truth, to tell him my whole story, and I would send him for him to study it, you know. My case is simple, very simple, you know, because there is only one way to see my case, and it's with the right thing. And the right thing, I have everything in writing. I have everything in written here, and this can be used in court. I'm sure of that, because these were requests that I had done for the Superior Court of Quebec, and this is extremely right. Okay, I have nothing to hide. I have no lies at all. Okay, everything is fine. But Mr. Trudeau, you're acting exactly like a fool or a nerd, you know, because you keep giving our money to the Muslims. Muslims come here, they don't work, they never work, and they put on the, it's called here BS, okay, it's being called here in Quebec BS. So if they're in BS, they will always live on it, because, you know, they never put their own money in the BS or in the government revenue. They never did fuck all, okay. Many Muslims are on the employment insurance right now, because you know they did work for a few weeks or many weeks like that, and then they quit. They quit working because they knew they were going to get the unemployed insurance. You know. Anyways, you know they are wrong. I hate Muslim. I hate the hijab, and I'm just hoping that like the 1st of October will be election here in Quebec. I'm just hoping that the Liberals get screwed up and get kicked out of the government, because they're on power for the last 15 years. We need new here in Quebec. We need something new here. Like James, he got something new in Ontario. Kathleen Wynne got ejected, and Mr. Doug Ford took the power. And as you can see, Mr. Doug Ford is doing something very great right now, because he cut the half of the bureaucracy in the Toronto town, you know, because he knew that bureaucracy was taking over there. And here in Quebec we have a lot of bureaucracy, and if Mr. François Legault get elected, he's going to reduce the bureaucracy. Then we're going to be able to pay less income tax here in Quebec, as we pay more than everywhere else in Canada. So I thank you so much for regarding this video, and as I said, and I will always say, there will always be video to come, more video to come. Thank you.